Hello YouTube, it's your girl Keisha and Laundry, and I'm back with another video. I said I'm back with another video. Today I am in front of the baseball field, Jacksonville's baseball field, home of the Jumbo Shrimps. Yes, our baseball team name is Jumbo Shrimp. If you look up a lot of those, the minor league, I guess you would call it, baseball teams, they have a lot of funny names. Two of the umpires used to stay at a previous property that I used to work at, and we used to barter. I would attach the breakfast to their reservation, and they would leave me as many tickets as I wanted at will call down here. But me and my family has enjoyed many a days here at the baseball field. If you're ever in town, check out a Jumbo Shrimp game. And a fun fact, their mascot name is Scampy. I find that so funny. But I'm here to talk about something a little more serious. I'm here to talk about Destiny Harrison. The more I think about it, the more my heart just aches for this family. I am when I was younger, I used to bring Jamia to work with me all the time. I used to bring her to work with me until somebody came in. And if y'all see my video, until somebody came in and they they robbed me. So I stopped bringing her to work as much as I used to, but I would bring my daughter to work. Like it was a lot of, we catered to a lot of U.S. Airways flight attendants and pilots, and they can remember from when my daughter couldn't even see over the counter to her like just growing and then she could see over the counter. But my heart just aches for this family, and I really hope that they find who did this to her. I mean, for her to work so hard to perfect her craft and for it to just be taken away from her at such a young age, I felt compelled to make this video. I just want to plead with the citizens of Baltimore that if any of you know who did this, please step forward and tell who did it. You can do it anonymously, but don't let someone get away with this vile act. Like, seriously. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm hearing that it happened right in front of her 1-year-old daughter. I mean, you cannot let somebody get away with this. I don't care how bad your town or your neighborhood is supposed to be. Don't let somebody get away with doing that to someone in your neighborhood. Is that what kind of Is that what kind of environment, is that what kind of community you want to create? That a young woman who works hard to perfect her craft, she could have took her salon anywhere else, but she chose to bring it back to where she was from. I'm going to tell you this. Jameer Nelson is from my city, from Chester, Pennsylvania. Actually, my cousin is his sister. My first cousin, my Uncle Al's daughter is Jameer Nelson's sister. But I'm no relation to Jameer Nelson. Now, when he first started... when he first got drafted, he would come back to Chester often, and they stuck him up like twice, and then he don't come back anymore. I mean, he used to donate sneakers to the Boys and Girls Club. They gave them out. They picked and choose who they wanted to give the sneakers out to. They didn't really give it to kids who was there. They would, just pick and choose who they gave the sneakers to. But I'm just saying this. I don't want people to get famous or to get famous and to just leave their neighborhoods behind. That's not what I'm saying, but you just have to be selective. You have to be selective, and you have to be wise. If it's a bad neighborhood, sure, you want your community to do better, and you want to bring goodness back to your community. I truly understand that, but at some point, you have to realize that your community is not for you. You really do. There's a lot of people out here who will just be jealous of someone because of the car they drive, because of their hair, because of the purse, or because of their shoes. And this girl was going places. I mean, she had so much more to accomplish, and she did so much within her young life. I mean, 21 years old to be a young business owner and to be getting the recognition that she was getting. I mean, that's motivation for me myself, who's over 40. I mean, this story is motivating to me. But if there was people in that hair shop, come on, come forward. I'm hearing it was people in the hair shop, they ran out, justifiably so. I'm not judging you for running out when something, something like that is happening. But please step forward and come tell whatever you know. Please, don't let somebody get away with this. This is what I mean by we can stop the violence. If we keep letting people get away with doing things like this in our community, it's just going to get worse and worse. And it's at a peak now. If someone felt that comfortable to come into her hair salon and do that to her while people was there, that is a ruthless person. it could be your mother next. It could be your cousin next. It could be your sister next. You're letting this person get away with that, with something like that. I mean, you can't. Come on, Baltimore, do better. I know The Wire. I would always say The Wire could not be an exact depiction of how Baltimore is. I lived in Chester, and I would go to the Baltimore Inner Harbor like every birthday. I would go there and eat at Philip's restaurant. And I'm sure that's like the part of the neighborhood where you don't see what is depicted on TV about Baltimore, but we can make our communities better by just not allowing things like this to happen. If we start anonymously telling, and you know, the people will be scared to do things like this. I mean, that was a bold act. That was a bold act. And now, you know, this little girl that's gonna follow her. Destiny's daughter, this is gonna follow her for the rest of her life, of how her mother, you know, was taken away from her. And then if she was there when it happened, even though she's not gonna remember, it's still gonna take a toll on her life. And for that reason, I'm pleading for you guys to come forward. Come forward. I mean, beautiful girl. I pray for the family. I pray for your strength, and you know, I pray that the community get behind you and just see fit to just tell. I don't know who started this. Snitches get stitches. You have to be wise of what you snitching on, or what you would consider snitching. You know, if you're just looking out for your community and looking out for this young lady and making sure nothing like this happens again in your neighborhood. I mean, these is where we live. These are places where we live. This is where we're raising our children. This is where our kids is walking to the store, you know, walking to the corner store, or walking to the bus stop. So we can't keep on allowing people to get away with things like this. I mean, Destiny Harrison was a beautiful girl. Her story is so motivating for her to accomplish so much. All she wanted was better. The posts that I see, they were very motivating. She wasn't down talking anybody. She just knew what she wanted and she went after it. And it seemed like, you know, a lot of times when people lose their lives when they was young, they lived so much life within that short amount of time. She was able to accomplish some things that, you know, people in their own lifetime don't even get to accomplish before they leave this earth. So I'm proud of her for that. I'm proud of her for this story. It's going to motivate a lot of females to do better in their lives. Like I said, it motivates me. It really does. I just could not go another day without making a YouTube video about Destiny Harrison, because, like I said, I used to bring my daughter to work with me. And then, you know, she very well could have been, and that's all I keep thinking is, like, Mia could have been with me that night that the guy came in and robbed me. But thank God she wasn't. I can't even imagine how traumatic that would be for her. So I can't even imagine how traumatic this is going to be for her daughter, for her family. I mean, you know, she died in a place where she worked so hard to build. I mean, she built a brand for herself, and I hope the family continue it on. I hope they continue on her legacy. I'm sure they will, because she left behind a legacy at the tender age of 21. But we cannot let the person get away with it who did this to her. I'm pleading again with the citizens of Baltimore to please come forward and tell whatever you know. Tell whatever you know. Give this family some peace. Let them give her some peace before they put her body to rest. She does have a. They are donating to her funeral costs. So please look up. What is that called? What is it? Y'all know what it's called. I can't even think about it because my mind is like just there. Her GoFundMe. Please donate to her GoFundMe page if you can. I know it's Christmas time and everything, but whatever you can, just donate it so that this family can put her to rest the way she deserved to be put to rest. She should be still alive. She should be still walking this earth. And I fully support her business. I fully support anybody coming forward with any information. Just give this family what they need. It'll give them such closure. That couple, you can run but you can't hide. That couple that robbed her store, you can run but you can't hide, and you are the first suspects. In my mind, you guys, the ones who robbed her store and she caught y'all, she knew who y'all was. Y'all was brazen enough to not even wear masks. Y'all was brazen enough to come in there knowing that the girl knew y'all. If anybody don't follow the story, there was a young lady And I'm sure everybody do at this point. They follow the story. At this point, I'm rambling on because I'm so excited and I'm so passionate about this, because it's just so close to my heart. It's just so close to my heart. But I'm going to end this video here. Please come forward, the citizens of Baltimore, whatever you know. And to that couple who robbed her store, time is ticking on y'all. Time is ticking, okay? And I wish everybody love, peace, and prosperity.